While we're on the topic of Europe, on to Germany week 9 of the NFL
Yeah.
season, and we take on the
You think
Miami
they did that on
Dolphins.
purpose? Week
What?
9 in Germany.
Yo,
Yo.
didn't even think about that. Good call out.
I thought we were playing in Munich, but we are in Frankfurt, fellas.
I also thought we were in Munich. I did not
We're
realize
we're
we were in
playing
Frankfurt.
we're playing in a bad soccer team stadium.
Well, there we hold up. We're playing what it was
We're playing in
supposed to be in
Frankfurt.
Munich.
No,
Did
it
something
wasn't.
happen in the field?
Nope.
When was it
There
supposed to be in
and
Munich?
Well, it was
well, last year the game was in Munich, and there was a bunch of that advertisement around there. But this game was always scheduled for Frankfurt. But Zoe has a very good friend and one of her bridesmaids, the one that Sean walked down the aisle with in my wedding. Her name is Ellie, who is German as well. And I was talking to her about the game, and I was like, so what soccer team's in Frankfurt? And like the soccer team is
Frankfurt.
like named after the city. It's Frankfurt. But like I was like, I only know two German soccer teams in Dortmund and Bayern Munich. And she was like, yeah, the soccer team's really bad. Like the hometown fans obviously love them and they go crazy for Frankfurt, but they're bad. They're
Yeah,
really bad.
Frankfurt's real bad. Haven't been good in a long time. That's surprising. I thought we were supposed to be playing at the Allianz in Munich, the Bayern Munich soccer stadium. It's sad that we're not going to be there because that is a world class stadium, the Allianz. That place is beautiful when all lit up, and now we're going to be at some podunk. I don't care if I'm offending
It's
you in
not
Frankfurt.
podunk. It's
It's a
not. It's
podunk little town. It's a podunk little team. Your soccer team is awful, and that's where we have to play. And I'm not happy about
Frankfurt is not podunk, bro.
it. Podunk.
Frankfurt is still like a bigger city in Germany.
No.
Okay.
It definitely is, but okay.
Ty Bob knows everything.
Guys, I
He
watch soccer.
does. You haven't heard?
I know it's a large area. Their team just sucks. I just want to make fun of Frankfurt for a little bit. Jeez.
Sure, you watch soccer, but you cannot tell me you're watching fucking Bundesliga soccer all the time.
I
You're
have
watching Premier League.
I have unfortunately watched too many Frankfurt games.
Whose
Union
fault is
Berlin has
that?
been
Wait,
yeah,
I'm gonna say you've wasted
I
your
know.
time.
I yes, it is. Watching anything surrounding Frankfurt has been a waste of time. But this week it will not be. This week it
Yeah,
won't be for
what's
the first
actually
time in
happening
my
in this
life.
stadium this week is going to be fucking must watch TV, bitch.
It is
8:30 a.m.
must watch TV. I am not happy for the time that kickoff starts at 8:30. Not happy about it.
I'm gonna be have to
And
having to watch it on my phone because Zoe will be running a half marathon and I'm
oof,
supposed to be there to support her. So
what a good husband.
13.1 guys. Ooh.
Well, we do already have some injury designations here. One player we don't have to worry about that we all of Chiefs Kingdom is not a fan of, Clyde Edwards-Helaire is out for the game in Frankfurt.
Jet's gonna get some carries, guys.
Lining up in the backfield.
Did he make the trip over?
No, he's ill. His designation
Of
was
course.
illness. So
Why would he be with the team? You know? He wasn't there for the Super Bowl parade. Why would he even be yeah, why would he be with the team for this?
anytime the team is traveling, why would he go anywhere? Richie James has opened up his 21-day window this week as well to return from the injured reserve. He was a full participant Wednesday and Thursday this week. Everybody else is also healthy. We've got some potential injuries from Jerick McKinnon and Willie Gay. His lower back, I believe it was his tailbone that was causing him some issues from the last game. He was a light participant on Thursday. He will end up being a game time decision due to uh, whatever the issue is. The team is saying it is a back contusion of the lower back, but it was initially reported that it is a tailbone issue.
Well, fingers crossed because I don't think I'm going to be super confident in that linebacker group if it's just Drew Tranquil and Leo Chenal starting for
Darius
us.
Harris.
Yeah, we got him back.
He played well for us.
Man, I thought we were talking about the tight end for a second. And there's somebody who has a similar name with the last name of Harris, right?
Wasn't it Damian
That was
Harris?
No, nope.
No.
Son of a bitch.
Nothing really to worry about from the Miami Dolphins as far as injury goes. They've got an offensive lineman, Rob Hunt, who is a non-participant Wednesday and Thursday, and safety Brandon Jones, who is also a non-participant on those days. Everybody else has been a light or full practice at some point for them this week. They are already in Germany. The Kansas City Chiefs left today, Thursday. So by the time you're hearing this, they will have landed and had a full day in Germany already.
Demetrius Harris.
There it is.
There it is. Knew it was close.
84.
Boys, this game is supposed to be one of the highest touted games of the season. This Everybody's talking about it like it's going to be the game of the season. Now we know the Dolphins have yet to beat a team that is 500 or above. They have not even played well against teams who have winning records. What should we expect from this Kansas City offense, from the Kansas City defense when going against a team that has these weapons, who has a pretty good defense, but hasn't shown it when they actually play a good team? Are we even considered a good team?
Take that back. We are.
We have.
It was a
have
question.
a record over 500.
I think they're ready to step up and show out for the big game right now. Actually play with a team against somebody that's over 500. We'll see if they actually do that. They have the guys for it. A lot of the guys are actually coming back now. Jalen Ramsey's all the way back. Xavier Howard's coming back as well. So
Yep.
Be the first time those two will be on the field together. That's going to be a great secondary for them. And their offense seems like they're ready to go. So I think they're ready to step up to the challenge.
If they're not ready to go, it would be an anomaly, in my opinion, because like this game has all the hype surrounding it. It's Tyreek Hill versus his former team that, like we have said before, should have been an Arrowhead. Thank you, Roger Goodell and the NFL, very much for that. But this is a hell of a team to have a bounce back game against. We played like shit against Denver, and going up against a secondary like we are about to face in the Dolphins secondary, I don't know if this is where we get back on track. Like, I would not be surprised if the Chiefs fumble the bag again in this game. Now, I fully expect that if we lose this game and go into the bye week with another loss, that Andy Reid is going to have these boys ready for that following week after the bye week. But this game has got me a little scared, considering how we played in the last game. And you can say Patrick Mahomes was sick. You can say a lot of different things about what went on in that Denver game. But this is a hell of a team to have a bounce back game against. And I don't know if this group of players, specifically this group of receivers, can do it.
They can and they can't. They should be looking to step up to the challenge. I don't think it's all on the receivers. Yes, they do have a big problem over there, but Pat has been off with them. They have no chemistry together. They have no consistency out there. If they get a little bit of consistency this weekend, I guarantee you one of the ones that we usually don't name will have a big day.
Interesting. I don't know if you guys listened to any of the interviews that came out. MVS, a guy that is not well liked on this show, came out and basically just battered
it's you, Ty Bob. You were the one who doesn't like him.
You like MVS? That's not a good look.
I don't hate him.
He's still expecting another big game or two.
220's great, dog. Like
220 is not.
Yeah,
great.
he's gonna have a 100-yard game in the playoffs. You watch.
Well, he had an interview. I think it was just basically with somebody in the Chiefs organization while they were getting ready to go over, and he just talked disparagingly against the international games. Uh, Said, I quote, "They suck. He's not ready for it. He's mad because he has to go out and get a dog sitter for his pups at home. Doesn't want to be away, but
Cry
really is
me a
not
fucking
looking
river, you
forward to
goddamn
going to
millionaire.
Germany."
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, exactly.
Boredom
You
at
make a
Camp Bow Wow. Okay, Camp Bow Wow's is decent in Kansas City area. Board your fucking pet there. It's good.
listen. You rob the Kansas City Chiefs of $11 million a year. I think you can afford while you basically do nothing to earn it. I think you can use a little bit of that highway robbery money to board your dog. It'll be okay.
He
But I
gets his
don't
cardio
disagree
in.
with him. We pay him to run. Yeah, great. Fantastic. Him and Sky Moore both. Uh but I don't disagree with him in that the international games suck. It takes home games away from the fans. It's crazy difficult on the body of these guys who are already going through ridiculous amounts of pain and car wrecks every single game, 17 games a week, to have to be able to get onto a plane. We know that can cause sleep issues, and knowing that if with the science driven behind it, sleep is massive when it comes to being able to heal and recoup any of the ailments that are going on. Yeah, 17 games a season, Sean. Yes. But uh, having to do these extended travels that can disrupt your sleep, and we know that athletes are very ritualistic in what they do. I can't fully disagree with him, or I can't disagree with him at all that the international games are becoming an issue.
It's only gonna get worse.
No, it will.
This is nothing right now.
You're nothing.
Okay,
So
man. Okay.
Tybo fully expects us not to get back on track this week. Sean, what are you expecting?
Man, I didn't say fully expect. I'm being realistic about the whole situation. Okay.
I'm expecting us to look competent on at least 70% of our drives. The other 30%, it's going to be rough and quick 3-and-outs.
I think easily this defense is going to stun the Dolphins. Absolutely stun the stun.
Okay.
Stun. We are going to stun the Miami Dolphins offense. Tyreek said we're going to get that work. I don't think he's ever had to go up against Steve Spagnuolo, the guy who I haven't been a fan of over the years, but never has had to face him as a defensive coordinator, has not had to go up against his defense.
All right. Now, hang on a second here. Are you alluding to Steve Spagnuolo being good against scheming against receivers?
I will not
That is
say
not
that
his
he
track
is.
record, guy.
I'm not going to say he's good against scheming against receivers. I think there's a specific receiver that he is going to be good at scheming against, knowing that he saw him every day for 2 years, had to scheme against him in practices and camps, had to make sure that guys were getting in the correct spots. He may not have the same guys on the teams that went against Tyreek while he was in Kansas City, but that sort of information doesn't leave you. And we know that if you get pressure on Tua, there's no way that he can get the ball to Tyreek.
I was going to say that is the scheme. That's going to be the
That's
scheme, and that's Spagnuolo's MO. And we know you get pressure on Tua, and that ball's not going to get to where it needs to be.
for sure.
So we're there. I don't think there's any guessing as to what our defensive game plan is going to be. There's going to be blitzes on third downs, passing downs in general. The blitzes are going to come from different spots. There's going to be a lot of DBs involved getting after the quarterback.
I also think we're going to run
around at different spots.
We're going to run one high safety literally over Tyreek the entire game. You're going to run a DB on top of him, and you're probably going to put one of our coverage linebackers if Willie Gay is healthy enough to be out there. If not, it's probably going to be Drew Tranquil. Or maybe they let Mike Edwards play the safety spot and they bring Brian Cook down to play that nickel. And so you've got a guy on the inside, a guy on the outside, and a guy over the top, while the rest of the defense works to pursue Tua in that blitzing scheme. I'm going to say this. Fully expect Tyreek to be shut down this week against the Chiefs.
Over or under 89.5 yards?
Let me
It's hard for me to say he's going to get under,
let's
guys.
let
It's
me
really hard for me to say he's going to
consult my parlay here that you guys will hear in the NFL show. What'd you say? 90 the over
89
under
and a half.
the over under for the sports book is 91.5. You want an 89.5? Under.